Hi, my name's Joe. Meet the crew. These guys live in my head, rent free. Well, hello tankers and welcome back to the channel. You've spent months grinding battles, stacking bonds like they're gold bars in your garage. Till finally, the bond shop refreshes and you think, this is it. Time to get something special. And then, you end up with one of these. Today, Salt and Tally are taking the wheel to roast the worst bond shop tanks you can waste your hard-earned currency on. These aren't just bad. They're the reason the refund button should exist in World of Tanks. Aye, listen up, buttercups. Bonds. You grind them for months, maybe even years. Blood and sweat and enough Audi shells to give you PTSD. And then what do I see? People blowing every last one they have on the first shiny hunk of junk they see in that bond shop of shame. Yeah, real smart. But here's the deal. Bonds are like gold bars in a survival bunker. You don't just trade them for a can of beans because you're hungry right now. You do your homework, watch a review, check the stats, see if this thing is even gonna fit how you play. Because once you spend them, they're gone. Poof, bye-bye. But hey, if you want a speedrun buyer's remorse, be my guest. Just don't come crying to me when you have a rare collector's tank handles like a fridge on ice. Alright, let's do this. Alright, I've been warming up my voice all morning for this. Yeah. Alright, so let's start off. Tank number 1. Chieftain T95. Ah yeah. The tank that makes you question physics. They got a good looking hull. And then they slapped that turd on there that looks like it's been hitting the buffet too hard. And then they called it a day. It's a medium tank that moves slower than half the heavies in the game. And I've seen glaciers pass this thing on the highway. Yes indeed. 42 kph, but that's only if you're going downhill. This thing is so bad, if you see it on the battlefield, you should send them a sorry for your loss card. And that loss? That's your bonds, buddy. Number 2, FB215B. Yeah, well, I'm telling you, the British engineering marvel, they said. What if we made a heavy tank and then put the gun on the back so it's instantly freaking annoying to play? It's like they designed it to make sure your armor never faces the enemy. Reverse speed, decent. Forward speed, also decent. Yeah. And the only thing this tank excels at is confusing the enemy and your team as you awkwardly back into your position like you're parking at a grocery store. Tank number 3, the WZ-114. That's right, look, I like a big gun just like the next guy. But if it takes too long to get into battle, I'm gonna go AFK before the first shot. It's like a truck stuck in first gear, but the driver, he's late for lunch. Yes, 30 kph top speed. Effective armor only if the enemy is asleep. Yeah, this thing is a bunker with a gun. I get it. Which it sounds cool until you realize you're not on the front line. You're still trying to get there. Number 4, Senlac. Ah yeah, The scout that says, I'm here to spot the enemy. Eventually. Maybe. Man, it's so British. It politely asks the enemy to leave before it actually shoots at them. Yes, gun handling, bad. Penetration, worse. Speed, technically fine. This is the only scout where I'd rather hide in the bush the entire game. And that's coming from me, not second guess. Number 5, IS-6 Black. That's right, IS-6 Black, you know, the legendary Soviet Heavy from 2014. You know what's different about the black version? That's right, the paint job. That's it. Still the same bad armor. Same potato gun. Same speed that makes you wish you had a turbo module in real life. Yes, armor designed for days when T8s had 175 bend. This thing's like buying a sports car from 30 years ago with bald tires and a broken engine. But hey, at least it's got a black paint job. Alright, Joe, forget the list for a second. We gotta talk about this Bond Shop Hall of Frickin' Shame. You know, the place where dreams go to die and your bonds go to tanks that handle like wet cardboard in a hurricane. Statistically speaking, you're correct. Denial? Please. That's when you try and convince yourself that the Chieftain T95 is a good buy. As you cruise yelling, Commander, why is our tank going in reverse uphill again? Fun fact, it's unintentionally. Yeah, and don't get me started on that FV215B. Oh sure, yeah, it's a tier 10. If tier 10 means you got a reload speed of a dial-up connection and armor made of tissue paper that also catches on fire. Technically speaking, it is tissue paper. We call it highly flammable British lightweight armor. Then there's the WZ-114. Oh yeah, China. You really blessed us with this one. The speed of a glacier, the gun handling of a drunk raccoon, and the reload timer? Long enough to cook dinner. Yes, average reload, 1 TV episode, commercial break included. And let's talk about the Senlac for a second. This tank is supposed to be a scout, right? It's more like an introvert at a party. Nope, I'm just gonna stay here. Thanks. And finally, the IS-6 Black. What's the difference between the IS-6 Black and the regular IS-6? Yeah, one's overpriced and the other slightly less overpriced. Let me be serious. Like, look, bonds ain't some kind of throwaway currency. You can't just swipe your card and get more. You can't farm them in a weekend neither. Every single one you earn comes from blood, sweat, and a whole lot of bad matchmaking. They're the highest value chips on the table, people. So, don't waste them on some shiny looking garbage tank just 'cause it's new or rare. That's bait. That's them dangling a steak in front of you when you are starving. You wait, you watch, you make sure that when you finally drop them bonds, you get something that's gonna pay you back match after match. And if that means holding on to them for months, that's fine. Let them sit. Better to have them and not spend them than spend them and spend every game wishing you hadn't. Patience, people. Patience. Or, ignore me. Blow off them on an IS-6 Black. And I'll see you in the garage complaining about life choices. Alright, if you've enjoyed the roast, hit the like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments which Bond Shop tank you regret buying. Until next time, keep your bonds safe, keep your garage free from buyer's remorse. Take care, people, and we'll see you on the battlefield.